Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is back. Welcome to the new season of the Championship. Here we are, game number one, Watchalong number one. Watford v Middlesbrough. Feels like only yesterday it was Boro in the first game last year at Luton. And here we are, ready to do it all over again. Game number one, game week number one. Let me know that you can hear me and see me okay. Get your name in the chat and I'll give you a shout out to begin with. And then we're going to try and figure out what the hell formation both of these managers are playing. We think we know, but we're not entirely sure what's happening with a few players, particularly in the Watford 11. It's Vladimir Ivic and his first game here in the Championship up against the old master, old wily Warnock, Neil Warnock. It's going to be fascinating, and it begins right now. Let's see who is getting involved in the chat. There is Zom. There is Jamie watching from his Luton perspective. Scarl. Todd is here. Watford have no chance of promotion with that starting 11. It's an interesting one. Neil Warnock begins his 41st manager. As 41st season as a manager. Wow. Hit the like button. Why not? Match prediction. We'll come on to that. We've got some actually though, haven't we? There's Charlie. Hi. He says 1-0 Watford. Evening to Robert. Evening to Brad. Wonders where apostrophe came from. Which apostrophe? And Richard is in the chat as well. Speaking of predictions, I did a little poll earlier. So you wonderful people, our subscriber base, say 64% of you say Watford will win this. 23% of you say it will be a draw. Only 13% are behind Boro on this one here in the Championship opener. Let's try and make head nor hair of these teams then. Come on, guys. We'll go for the big view. So we're not entirely sure what Ivic is going to do here. I have been told that now I think SofaScore has just popped that up. That I think that might well be computer generated. But I've been told it will be Foster in goal, Cabalese, Wilmot, and Cathcart will be the centre back. So that I think they've got correct. I've been told Ngakia will be the right wing back and Sema will be the left wing back. So swap Sema and Firmino, maybe. Chalobah and Cleverley in midfield, fine, with Quina on the left and João Pedro, who are all very excited about seeing the 18-year-old Brazilian up top. If you've got any thoughts on that Watford 11, let me know. Watford 1, Boro 2. Come on, Boro. Both teams need more players. There we go. Good evening, Mick. The apostrophe in hits. There we go. Watford win. João Pedro could take this league by storm. I'm interested to see him. Very, very interested. Hello to MJX2. Woodrow. Nothing to do with this game, but he's going to get 30 goals, apparently. That Boro team, I'm not sure again on what SofaScore have come up with there. Bettinelli makes his debut in goal. Well, we know that's where he'll play. They've got Hall, McNair and Dykesteel as the back three. Dykesteel was bought as a right wing back, but we've seen Howson play centre back. We've seen Howson play right wing back as well. He is a central midfielder, so that would be the right position. Marvin Johnson will likely be the left wing back. I'm not sure whether Jed Spence will actually play in midfield. Howson will play centre back, and Dykesteel will play a wing back. We'll see. That could be correct, though. It's I think they're possibly one or two out on each team there. Tavernier, Saville, and Howson possibly in midfield. It could be Spence, I think, in midfield. Like I say, with Dykesteel wing back and Howson centre back. Depends. What we are seeing, though, is there's only one centre-back in that team. We can agree with that, can't we? Grant Hall is the only centre-half in that team. And we do know that Fletcher and Assombalonga, at least, will be will be the front two. Matt says 3-5-2. Thinks Sema's going to play up front. Lee thinks it's going to be a 0-0. I blooming well hope not. Nathan Wood, unlucky not to get a start. Well, yeah, without the centre-backs here. Charlie just says Boro. I see George Saville is playing. He was a good player for us, to be fair. Possible to wind him up, though. Ex-Millwall guy, Saville there. Jack fancies Boro to win this one. The Waffler says, is Penaranda eligible? I'm not sure. With some Watford players conspicuous in their absence, let's just say, particularly Sarr and the chap whose name I can't pronounce, S-Stu-P something. Someone will let me know who that is. A shock 2-1 here. Matt seems to think 3-4-1-2. 1-0 Watford. Saville is better than Morsey, says Chris. George Saville must be 40, says Uncle Mort. Why am I so small? Don't worry, Matthew. We'll move off that screen in a second. We're just having a look. How good is Marcus Tavernier? Probably better than his brother. He's excellent. Callum says, evening, Ben. I'm only here to watch my 3-time Ballon d'Or winner and football manager, João Pedro. We're all very excited to see this 18-year-old Brazilian have a go in the second tier in English football. Keep your comments coming, especially on the formations there, trying to figure it out. I'm just going to scroll up a little bit so you can see the benches there. Backman, doing the Watford one first at Sierralta. Navarro. Sierralta's just coming from Udinese. Phillips, Sinclair. The bagsman, Glenn Murray in there. I'm sure we'll see him at some point today. And Pasetto on the bench for Watford. For Boro, Pears, Nathan Wood-Gordon that Chris was talking about in the chat there. Fry, Coulson, so more fullbacks. Bowler as well, another fullback. Lewis Wing, surprised given, the formation there and the fact that there might be players playing out of position that Warnock hasn't gone for him. Marcus Brown as well. No striking options on the bench whatsoever for Boro there. They need Assombalonga and Fletcher to deliver. In this one, let's have a look here at your comments here. Derek says Watford to win 2-1. Either Saville or Morsey would be welcome in my team tomorrow. Chris, Morsey just in at Boro. That's just been announced, hasn't it? And what is my TV doing? Hang on. Let me just get this right. It's bringing some message up. Give me the image. There we go. There's Ali and George on the telly again. Watford to win 2-1, but hoping this game ain't boring for the season opener, says Stephen. What is that? Is that a Rotherham badge on his hat there? Thoughts on Coventry's chances this season, says David Brent. Wouldn't David Brent be asking about Reading? I think Cov might go quite well, actually. I like the look of the recruitment with Sheaf and Walker, Østegård. Maybe Godden can step up in this division as well. Looking forward to it. I've got Watford to win this match, says Leeds 2020. 10-0 Boro. Interesting. Are we a Luton fan, perchance? Sarah's in quarantine. Is he really? He's not leaving. Better than James Tavernier, we're thinking. 2-0 Watford, says KB. 3-3, that'd be nice. Where is Hughes, says Ewan. No idea. I'm sure some Watford fans will let us know in the chat. Saville is 27, which makes me feel older. There we go. That Boro bench is super thin and weak. I agree. It's not necessarily weak. Very unbalanced, though, isn't it? Very, very unbalanced squad, that. I'm sure Warnock will fix that. Alan, Villa fan, still watch Championships. Thank you, sir. Dearly Departed aired today, looking at those 5 dearly departed teams. Where are we looking here? 3-0 Watford, says DK. Let's hope for a repeat of last year's opener, which I was at last season. Boro drawing 3-3. Remember it like it was yesterday. Assombalonga missed a penalty. Fletcher scored. Wing scored. Who scored the other goal? Assombalonga scored through Sluga's hands, didn't he? Hey? Not a bad Boro squad. Still really underperformed last year. Yeah, weird kind of jumps in quality. Players are lining up in the towel. Oh, my God, is that Keith Stroud? Guys, I think we're going to have to put up with Keith Stroud. Yeah, it is definitely. So the odds of a red card in this game have just gone up exponentially, put it that way. Who is that Middlesbrough assistant with LP? He's always S-housing on the touchline, that guy. Any Boro fans, let me know. Why are Ipswich so bad? I don't know. Expecting a comfortable 2-0 win for Watford. Watching as a neutral. Excited, aren't we? Oh, it's going to be great, says MJX2. 1-0, says Jay. Looking forward to tomorrow. Who have Reading got tomorrow, Charlie? Let me know. A lot of players missing from the Watford squad. Yes, it does feel a little bit peculiar there, doesn't it? In that Watford squad. 2-2 says Sam. They are now coming out of the tunnel. Marcus Bettinelli's either bigger than I thought or Britta Sombalonga's shorter than I thought. Just all goalkeepers are huge, aren't they? Injuries, says DK. Boro fan says, worried about this match, could put us in bad morale. Could be a slaughterfest. Oh, not confident there. Charlie's looking to losing at Derby after Reading tomorrow. Out come the players. There is Jed Spence. Hopefully we'll get some idea of what the formations are going to be as the players head to the pitch. Stephen says, Rotherham fan, looking forward to Rotherham at Wickham tomorrow. Early clash between two of the League One promoted teams tomorrow. I'm thinking of growing my hair out as long as yours, but I'm 14 and it's not down to my nose yet. How long do you reckon it will take? If you're 14, Skull, it'll grow nice and quickly. But remember, when it gets to a certain stage, it does look a bit ridiculous as it's growing. You just have to power on through. 2-1 Boro, says Alistair. It's Stroud. Yes, I can see him. It was his little man syndrome in all its glory. Leo Perkovic. Who is he, Boro fan? Because I went to Boro's game at Charlton last season. He was getting involved, holding on to the ball at restarts, having a pop at the Charlton bench and the Charlton players. Loving it. There we go. Morsey is a brilliant signing for Boro. Katie, there's a Boro fanzine contacted me and I put them on to you. Let me know if they got in touch. Apparently, Craig Dawson refusing to play. Right, let's double check. I'm going to take a screenshot of what Sky reckon. And they reckon the same as SofaScore, don't they? So we're only unsure about Firmina and Sema. If my Watford contact is stitching me up here, they're agreeing with SofaScore there. A 4-foot person of restricted growth, our Keith, yes. Keith causing all kinds of trouble. Sky have also got the same team shape as SofaScore for Boro. That means Dykesteel at right centre-back. There is only one centre-back in that team. Neil Warnock loves centre-halves. I'm sure someone else will be coming in at Boro. We thought Morsey, Mendes-Lang surely is guaranteed at Boro as well now. And as you guys have pointed out in the chat, no attacking options on the bench from Boro's point of view if it is tight. And we know Warnock, to be fair to him, he loves a gamble. He doesn't care about drawing games. He wants to either win or lose them. So, we'll see how that works out. Ben Foster up on the screen there, 150th appearance for Watford. Derby away tomorrow for Reading. Derby have got Reading, says Alistair. Leo Perkovic, a fan favourite. I bet he is, yeah. With proper pumping the old badge. Is it? Is it, Jay? Is Mick McCarthy? Is he the summariser, guys? You'll have to let me know what he's saying. Mick, dearie me. Let's have a little look here. Hopefully Blues can sneak it tomorrow, says Final Ray of Hope. Who have you got, Final Ray? Vladimir Ivic close up, who looks like the biggest Bond villain I've ever seen. He's got the Serbian cheekbones and the brightest blue eyes I've ever seen. Is he wearing contact lenses? He looks proper hard. Right. I think we're about to go as we look at the empty Elton John stand. It is 7:45. The players take a knee, and I think we are good to go. A Blues fan, I think we'll lose tomorrow. Really need a striker. You had Bournemouth way too low, but yeah, I'm getting a lot of stick for putting Bournemouth 14. Katie, heard me on the Power with Unity podcast. Agree with what you said completely. Thank you. Right. Let's have a look at this team shape. Dykesteel does appear to be playing centre half. SofaScore were right by the looks of it. Let's just flash up what they had so you guys can see. Particularly, I've only looked at Middlesbrough so far. I think maybe Tavernier, might be playing in the number 10 spot. So not quite bang on, but in terms of the actual shape of the back four, I think they are good with that. So let's make a note of everybody there. So Warnock's got experience there in that central midfield spot with Howson and Saville, hasn't he? They should be pretty solid as they launch the first attack. Wilmot clears up there. Keith Stroud's already annoying me with his arm gestures, let's just say. But there you go. That's going to be a theme, Mr. Stroud. Dear oh me. It's good to be back as Marvin Johnson comes over to take an attacking throw for Boro. High up in the left, Assombalonga makes space, and it looks like Watford are going to get that clear via Ngakia. And we nearly get the first touch for the wonder kid, João Pedro, up the top there. We'll try and check on the shape for Watford, although I think they may have got it right. There he is, the old master, Neil Warnock. Won record 8 senior promotions as manager. What a career that guy has had. We'll just have a look at the shape of Watford and just check that we are all good. In fact, we get a good look there, 15-27-6. Yes, that looks right. Glanced on the near post there by Fletcher, and Ben Foster shepherds that out. And we'll get our first proper look now at the shape of Watford as they do this restart here. Can you help me out, guys? Is Firmino playing at left wing back? Warnock taking it all in with no eyebrows as usual. Watford splitting the centre halves there. Some idea that they may be playing out from the back. Warnock's not having that at all, obviously. They look like they're under instruction for a very specific goal kick pattern. Watford, we'll see how that pans out. I'm sure Warnock's already rubbing his hands with glee about possibly pressing that. We'll see how that transpires. Keep your eye on that one, guys. Middlesbrough have had the better of the opening couple of minutes, just territory-wise. They haven't really strung anything together there. Cleverly out to Ngakia, the right wing-back for Watford, who has given it away. And here come Boro with Fletcher. Tavernier cuts back inside. Stroud's going to give a foul. Does he? No. He's given a very ostentatious advantage. Of course, he has. McNair into the box there and dealt with in the end by Firmino, who is playing at left wing back. So well done, SofaScore. We could have trusted you in the end. We just need to figure out how they are configured up the top, whether we got 2 holding midfielders here for Watford and then one either side of João Pedro, or whether there's going to be more of a 10 in behind and a supporting striker. We'll see how isolated he ends up. Into Chalobah in midfield, and here come Watford. It's opened up for them on the left-hand side. Firmino forwards, and it's back out to Seymour. Nice turn, actually. He's made good ground here, and he's kept going. Just ushered away there by Howson, and I think he's won a corner. Well played there, Seymour. Watford with the first corner of the game. Get your comments in as we go, guys. I'll keep my eye on this. I'll get the shape sorted, and then we will have a little look at those. And the corner is going to be taken by Cunha. Short to Seymour. Here's Cunha again. Turns inside, crosses left-footed, poor cross. Cleared away by Britt Assombalonga. Swept up nicely, however, by Firmino. Lovely ball into Chalobah, and he's blocked out. That's going to be another corner. Decent first attacking phase here by Watford, has to be said. Ivic is coming forward. He's holding 2 fingers up. What is he saying? Is that 2 central midfielders or is that 2 up top? What is he saying? A new manager on all of us, Vladimir Ivic here. Looks like the corner's going in the box this time. In it comes, drilled, and doesn't quite fall for João Pedro. Could have came back for Chalobah there, but didn't run for him. And we're going to get a reset here. Let's have a look at some of your comments here. Coventry fan nervous for this season. Don't worry. I think you're going to go okay. Russell's going to lower himself and watch some championship football. Nice to see you. Hashtag sack Keith Stroud. There we go. Looks like Saman Godos is signing for Brentford. Tell me more about him, Chris. Mick McCarthy is on commentary. Let me know what he's saying. Danny Fox back at Wigan Ewan says 3-1 Watford. As we have another phase, Jed Spence flicks that one on. Wilmot wins it in the air. Chalobah heads over to not Sema, Femenia, the left wing back. Excuse me if I fall over a couple of names. We have not covered Watford on the channel here ever. We're very familiar with Warnock. We're very familiar with Boro, but some new names on me here. Cleverly fed down the line by Quinya and Gakia well forward. And Marvin Johnson gets clear to Tavernier. Lovely turn by Tavernier. Chalobah is surely going to have to foul him. No, he's let him go. Stroud plays the advantage. Tavernier looking for Fletcher. Nice touch inside. Saville up. Knocks it off. I think Spence might have fancied that. Recycle out. Good break this by Boro. Watford, nice team shape in behind the ball. Howson, he's grown his hair out a little bit. I know I shouldn't comment on people's hair. I'm always asking people to stop commenting on my hair, but there you go. What a hypocrite I am, indeed. Attacking throw in here for Watford. For Middlesbrough, excuse me. Spence, is he going to toss it in? No. Good turn by Fletcher, but swept up by the Watford defence, and they have cleared their lines. Ouch. Welcome to the Championship, João Pedro. 50-50 with Grant Hall for the 18-year-old. Hall runs away completely untouched with João Pedro on the ground holding his head. He's up. He looks okay, the wonder kid. We'll see how he goes. Told you yesterday it was straight. Yeah, you were one step ahead of me. Chris, have you not noticed the pattern? You're always one step ahead of me, matey. Ready for another roller coaster season? Of course I am. Right, help me out, guys, with this Watford attacking shape and how João Pedro is being supported. Has he got a man either side, or has he got a man alongside and a man behind? That looks like, yeah, he's been flanked either side by Quinya and Sema, I think. What is Keith Stroud doing? Sorry, I'm getting on his back now. I don't want to be a big moaner. Drop ball here. Looks like Sema's going to give it back to the goalkeeper. And he's been given his lengthy instructions by referee Stroud. And he doesn't give it back. Tries to feed it through down the left wing to Femenia, the wing back. There, here is House in the old hand. Slides that one up the line. Poor touch by Fletcher, out of play. So I am concluding that Quinya is supporting João Pedro to the right-hand side and Sema to the left. They've just thrown up Vladimir Ivic's stats. He has a 71% win percentage. That is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. That's like Jose Mourinho's first 2 seasons in English football, I think. Crazy stuff as Grant Hall clears his lines. Remember, only one orthodox centre-back here playing for Boro in this game. Attacking throw-in for Watford. Jamie says Boro 2-1. They're looking for Sema. They've got him in behind Spence asleep there. He is going to get a volley from Warnock for that one, you would think. Let's keep your comments coming. Wow, great stuff here in the comments. Keep them moving on. Do I think Watford will P the league? If Ivic is as good as we think he might be, they could do. We will see. Great lineup for the Championship still. My best friend, Mick McCarthy, on commentary. Sema takes the corner short. Swung in, and it's into the net. 1-0 Watford. They have taken the lead here on 10 minutes. It was a short corner, I think, to Sema, and Ivic has the lead in his very, very first game here. Attacking corner, I think Spence was asleep initially to concede the corner. Warney will not be happy. It goes short, swung in left-footed, and it is Cathcart has headed it in. He was with, was it Howson? And he just got the run on him. Or was it Hall? No, it's Hall, actually. So the one centre-back Middlesbrough actually playing lost his man there. And Cathcart has given Ivic the lead early on in this one. It is 1-0 to Watford. Cathcart there with the opening goal. Warnock's Middlesbrough concede from a set play. 1-0 Watford. We have a goal. The first goal of the Championship season is scored by Craig Cathcart. It begins, everybody. 1-0 to Watford. Let's check some of your comments on that. I might miss a few here. I'm going to scroll down. Silly man, poor, can't defend. Grant Hall did lose his man there, Cathcart. Cathcart, if I'm not mistaken, played for Blackpool. I believe he did. A goal, says Pucker J. Hi to Ben in the chat there. Watford to break points record. Boro fan, not happy. 1-0 goal. It's all coming through here. Picture is glitching. Let me know if the picture's okay or if that is Waffler's stream rather than mine. Eli, sorry, I missed the preview yesterday. Sorting out my granddad's iFollow. Classic stuff. Let's go, says it's Rubik's. Watford are up. Watford in the lead here. Let's try and bring some stats up. I'm just going to make that screen smaller so you can see what is going on. Excuse me. Boro on the attack here. Fletcher into the box. Gets the bounce. Oh, it just drives it left foot. It just spins away from the far post. I think that's gone for a corner. Wilmot just lost Fletcher in the box there. Let's have a look at the replay there. Asomba longer on the ball. Oh, Fletcher looks offside actually in the build-up there. If that was VAR, that would not stand if it went in the goal. Let's have a look. He cuts inside. Wilmot's beaten too easily there. And I think it just takes a nick on the way through. So we have a Warnock corner. In it goes to the back post. Hall is there. And again, he doesn't win the battle. And here come Watford on the counter attack here. Held up by Femenia. And well played Howson there. Just levers him off the ball. Perfectly decent tackle. So I'm surprised Stroud didn't give a foul for that. End-to-end stuff. Good stuff this so far. And Gakia has drawn a foul there from Saville. I think that's what we call a professional foul there. Let's just check if we're all lined up here. What minute am I on? I am going to be on 13:45 in 3, 2, 1. 13:45. Picture seems fine. Can imagine Watford going on to score a lot. Let's see. Let's see if Warney's Middlesbrough can keep them out any longer. Here comes Wilmot really stepping out. Great run by the centre half and a really decent pick out there by Howson. Just blocks out the ball to the left to Sema. Out of his goal. Oh, Foster out of his goal. Poor clearance. It fell to Asomba longer. He had a bad touch there. A good touch, and he could have gone for the long-range lob. Could Boro get Scott Hogan from Villa? They could do with him, given there's only 2 strikers in the first 11. Cathcart was the goal scorer. Hip would like Hogan at Boro, says Boro fan. Yeah, looks like they need another forward in that squad, given there is nobody on the bench. Here's Wilmot again. Slides that inside to Chalobah. Wilmot steps forward now. Movement ahead of him. Comes back, bit of space for Chalobah here. Give and go with Cleverly. Nice play by Chalobah there, just moving the ball. Warnock, hands behind his back as ever, watching on. His team will be well drilled, we know that. Poor ball all the way through to Spence. Even worse from Spence, who just booted it into touch. Very, very poor from Jed Spence there. Give me your thoughts in the comments on the opening 15. Watford have the lead. set play, not that much in it. I was going to bring you guys up some stats, wasn't I? Let's have a look here. See if we can get anything decent. Looking up, effort on goal there by João Pedro, straight at the keeper. Let's just have a little look at that. Nice turn, actually. Runs away from Howson into sort of number 10 position. Gets a shot off. Decent play by the, I keep calling him the Wonder Kid. Why not? It's fun, isn't it? Cathcart there, obviously top of the list with a goal and a tackle already completed, and Sema with the assist there, the key men in this game so far, with Fletcher shooting at goal as well, and Firmino not far off. Also, Tavernier and Gaki are already completing tackles. Lots of people on 100% passing, but hey, we are only 15 minutes in. As Sky announced their new Saturday lineup, do they? Who is it? Let me know. Who is it? My thoughts. Not pretty, says Boro fan. Boro also need a left back as well as a forward and a centre back. Whole team there. That's my boy. Great turn there. Callum's got great expectations for João Pedro. Hogan going to Birmingham, says. The stream looks okay, says Marco. Up the Borough, says Katie. Routine marking. If Hall has a strength, it's in the air. That's why I've been criticising his signing. Do go and give Chris are you on Twitter, Chris? He's a very knowledgeable chap. Well, you'll find him in these streams a lot, actually. Sharing his knowledge here. Have another look at the corner here. The mistake Hall makes is as the corner's taken, he turns around, looks right at Cathcart. Cathcart looks at the ball the whole time, continues the run, and that's the half a second that he needed to stick that one in. Poor from Hall, marginal gains, and he got caught out by a good bit of play by Cathcart. There, Horn says it's Rubik's. Come on, Watford, says animal lover and football lover. I'm sure we can all relate to that. Great turn by Tavernier. Good play. Out into Marvin Johnson on the left wing. Poor ball by him. Cut out. Even worse ball out there by Chalobah. Very poor. Spence, he's looking for a give and go. Oh, didn't quite get the run on Wilmot there. Spence. Oh, Wilmot's dived in again. If he start, I think, from Wilmot, he's got away with that. But that's 2 times Wilmot has dived in. Once on Fletcher in the box. Once on Spence there coming down the left-hand side. I did like Wilmot at Swansea on loan last season, but not overly impressed with his start to this game. Indeed, as we see, Gino Pozzo. A Pozzo in the building. Speaking of the Pozzos, let me know your thoughts. Fernando Forestieri has just gone to Udinese on loan. Is he? Signed permanently. Is he going to be back at Watford in about a week's time on loan? We will find out. Tavernier, he started all right. Spence, on by McNair, who's a nominal centre half, really, not by trade, and not great from Johnson, who slides it down the line. Assombalonga can't do anything with that, but they've managed to recycle it. But Assombalonga coming back from an offside position, and Foster will take the goal kick now. Great work from Cathcart. Yeah, he does. I mean, he does all his parts right, doesn't he, Callum? He makes the run, he shoves the guy off and makes the header. But I think if Hall has got his eyes on the ball there, he can defend that. Come on, Borough, says Borough fan. Good advert for the Championship. Yeah, interesting stuff so far, isn't it? Championship, a nice distraction. I know how you feel, Katie. There we go. Congrats on 12,000 subs. 12,000 subs here. Can you commentate in Mick McCarthy's voice for 5 minutes, please, says Sam. Mick McCarthy. I can only say Mick McCarthy in Mick McCarthy's voice. Every day Mick McCarthy is not Ipswich manager. He gets a better manager. There we go. Chunks is a YouTuber on Soccer Aid. Who are we talking about? Chunks. Our Middlesbrough missing friend. Yeah, they are tonight, to be fair, because we've only got one centre half on the pitch, basically. But there we go. I still reckon 2-2 at full time. We will see. That's bold. Get your money on that. Finally, football's back, says William. Watford now. Try and play out from the back, or is Foster going to go long? No. Nice football. Wilmot being pressed in the left-back position. He's going to have to get rid. And he does. And he shanked it out of play in true Championship fashion, let's just say. Get your thoughts in the comments, guys. Cristiano Giaretta, a very handsome-looking Italian man, the sporting director, pictured in the crowd there. Jed Spence with an attacking throw in here for Watford, for Middlesbrough. Sorry, second time I said that. Fletcher hustling and a bustling. And in the end, Firmenia comes away with it left wing back. Wilmot, poor clearance, and Howson nods on to Tavernier. Good feet by Tavernier. Gets by Wilmot again. Sorry if it feels like I'm being harsh. I don't feel Wilmot has started this game well. Long one clear, and Hall sends it all the way back to Bettinelli. Has he had a touch yet? That might even be his first touch. Might have taken one goal kick, but certainly the first useful thing he's had to do. McNair slips it forward. Fletcher does well, actually, but it's gone loose. Spence sweeps that up. And for the third time in the game, a big boot into the channel goes out of play from Howson, who should know better. Let's have some red wine, guys. This is some Chilean Pinot Noir. I've got a few bottles of it, so we'll go with this tonight. Quick plug down the bottom there. You can support the channel via Super Chat. You can do that right now. Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Amazon shop now. Amazon shop. Amazon.co.uk/shop/the Benjamin Bloom football channel. Buy any of the products there. 12,000 subs, which is great. And if any of you run businesses or want to get involved in fan sponsorship, there is my email, benjaminbloommusic@gmail.com. 2 M's in a row. Did I say crowd? I meant out of play. Well corrected, though. How's both teams playing? Reasonably even, actually, George. Just the key moment has gone in Watford's favour. Jay says, Pozzo, please sell us Rodrigo de Paul. Yes. Leeds linked with the Udinese star. Will they get him? It's gone loose here. Boro have got an overload. Here's a Sombalonga into the box, hits it low, left-footed, looking maybe for the nutmeg there on the near post. Foster makes the save. First reasonable opening. Difficult chance on the angle there. Wouldn't go down as a big chance. However, Foster could have got caught with his legs apart then. He didn't. Not overly impressed with Watford's back three thus far. That's a good effort by Sombalonga. Unless he absolutely larrups that into the roof of the net, it's a very difficult chance. Yeah, he was definitely going for the nutmeg. Good football all around there, both for Sombalonga and Foster doing well there. Anyone heard about John Sheridan? Yeah, Smart and Katie up about John Sheridan. How's he going to do as Wigan manager? Borough fan says, we can't defend. Look at that. Shrewsbury ended 4-3. Howson for Norwich was always two-man, playing too deep. He's helping out his centre-halves tonight, isn't he? In fact, he's just swapped with Dyke still. Temporarily there. Yeah, check my shop, Robert. You do it. Is my dodgy stream behind Sky? Lee, we can let you know we are now at 24 minutes right now. There you are, Ben. One super chat. Was there a super chat? Did I miss it? I'm scrolling. I can't see one. We'll see if it comes through. How Brit, more chances like that. It's going in. I thought it was a good effort by a Sombalonga there. Howson was top quality for Leeds. Yes, he was. Still loves the old Leeds, doesn't he, Howson? Ball all the way through. We have finished the first quarter of this one. Warnock taking it all in. Not really screaming and shouting, ranting and raving. More an observational brief from Warnock. Has he mellowed in his old age? I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe he just keeps it behind closed doors. Here is cleverly in a deep midfield position. Wilmot steps out. He gets robbed there by Spence inside and then forward to Sema. Well played Howson, who takes it off him, and Dykestill goes home. Bettinelli touch. Yao Pedro closes him down, and it's a big boot down the ground for Fletcher, who cannot win the header over Calabese. Caballese, excuse me. Inside now, Tavernier into the box, cleverly with him, crossed. It's going to fall to Fletcher. Oh, he doesn't get the bounce there. Good interception. And Gakia on the cover there, in from right wing back. Here comes Howson. Good territory here. Howson crosses it in back post. Oh, a somber longer. I think he closed his eyes on that one. Lovely cross in to the back post. Michael with a super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Howson stepping out here. That's a superb cross. Oh, he's unlucky, actually. A somber longer doesn't quite read it. Well played, Howson there. Little bit of quality. And yeah, he's just running off the back of Cathcart there, a somber longer. Can't quite get there. Decent ball in by Howson. He does give you that quality. Thank you, Michael, for the super chat. Very, very kind. £5 super chat. Very kind. Thank you so much. COVID took my job, so really relying on that sort of stuff. I think you can still do super stickers, Jay. Let me know if it's been disabled and I'll turn it back on, hopefully. Howson was top man. There you go. Number 10. Says Steve in the chat there. Howson is class. Definitely had a good career. How old is Howson now? Let me know. I could probably look it up, can't I? But there we go. Katie says, at least we won't be bottom come 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah. Not even on alphabetical order. Just needs someone to lose, doesn't it? Hey? Thank you again to Michael for the super chat. We'll throw that up one more time with Matt Klitsch and Pat Bamford in his picture. Yao Pedro. Oof. Deflects just wide there. Slid across the box for the Wonder Kid. He's in the middle there with Hall. Gets half a yard. Good defended in the end by... Well, it's one of those where you say Hall's let him have half a yard, but then he does close it down and make the block. Yao Pedro, in fact, going for the other corner, and it deflects wide. So Bettinelli completely unsighted there by the deflection. Middlesbrough the better side, says Joshua. They try the same corner routine that they scored from with Sema and Quinner. In it goes again. Ooh, on the back post is Wilmot there. Boro sweep that one out. That's offside, surely. No. Chalobah onto it. And Keith Stroud, again, ostentatiously gives another corner. If you use entropy, you get a high percentage of the... What's entropy? DM me about that, Waffler. I have Boro winning the league with Warnock, says Jim. What a guy. Up the Owls, says Josh. That's crazy, Jim. And I'm a biased Boro fan. Katie says, I said Cardiff, we're going to get autos under Warnock. We all love the Warnock, don't we? Yes, I'm watching on Sky. Thoughts on Ivic? Well, he's doing the business so far. All 28 minutes I've seen of his teams. Corner goes in from the right-hand side. Yao Pedro peels off there, completely free. Did the corner swing out before it came back in? Let's have a look. He's with Saville on the goal line. No, it's a totally free header. That's poor from Yao Pedro. Although I think, what's Stroud given? Has he given any kind of foul there? Don't think he has. I think he's just given a goal kick. Yao Pedro should do better with that one. He's completely free. It looks like quite a clever corner because he's with Saville and then he just turns around, spins off him and goes the other side of the crowd. Looked like all the big players were in on that because they all move in. Yao Pedro goes on his own, a smaller player. Yeah, should have done better with that, especially if that was a rehearsed corner. They are few and far between when you actually get those to work. Let's see if we can bring up any stats of any kind in this one for you guys. We'll just wait for some kind of break in play. I'm just going to throw them up there. If you look down the side, I removed the banner. I just don't want to miss anything in the game. 58% possession, Watford. 4 shots to 3, Watford. 2 shots on target to 1, Watford. 1 all on off target, 1 all on block shots. 3 corners to 1, Watford. 1 offside, 4 fouls, Boro. 1 big chance to 0, Watford. I guess that's the goal, unless we're classing Yao Pedro's header. 3 shots inside box, 3 each. That's level. Passes 138 to 99. Watford 100 accurate passes to 65. However, you can see the stats there. The who will win metric says 69%. And we don't need any clever machines to tell us that because Look at that. 64% of you subscribers said it was going to be Watford. Anyway, as Cavalese has it at centre half, shifts it across to Cathcart. Let's go to some of your comments here. Cathcart strides out into João Pedro, brings Hall out. Good play by João Pedro. Fed wide to Quina. And that has turned over. And, of course, Keith Stroud's going to give a free kick for that. Sema went down. Stroud's now off to have a word with him. Howson looking the picture of innocence. Thoughts on Zaha going to Wednesday, says Josh. I like that a lot, Josh. I think BT and Monk will like working with him. I assume that'll be a loan deal. Let's just have a look at this. Actually, that's naughty from Howson. He catches Sema there. Stroud misses. Let's have another look. Oh, no, actually, I beg your pardon. He takes the ball and then his back foot when he's sliding does catch him. Whether that's reckless or endangering an opponent and a foul, I don't know. We get very confused between winning the ball and the foul. Michael Richards announced as regular Sky pundit for the season. Is that on Soccer Saturday? Do Watford still look like a Premier League team? Well, I don't really know. Don't watch much Premier League football. Will do. Dilly departed there. Nodded down by Grant Hall. Fletcher was on the end of that. And has Chalobah taken that out for corner? No. So attacking throw-in. Spence will take that one. For some reason, it won't let me do a super sticker. That's interesting. I don't know why that is, Jay. We can have a look at that. Turn the live chat off, hit the thumbs up button and come back again. There you go. Entropy, the measure of the system's thermal energy per unit temperature. I don't think that was what he was talking about. There we go. Love the vid on the youth players. We do a similar video on the rest of the players. We'll try and do some more there. A lot of people seem less excited about the Championship. Do you think it's down to no Villa or Leeds? Certainly we'll miss the big clubs, Villa and Leeds, but I'm sure it will still be excited. Why did Wednesday get the 12-point deduction? Why don't you open a can of worms here? Attacking corner for Boro into the box there. Good defender. I think that was Cathcart. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And that is nicely held up there by Femenia, the left wing-back, who's had a pretty good game. Wednesday got a 12-point deduction. It's Rubik's because they sold their stadium to themselves, which is absolutely fine, but then they put it in a earlier year of accounts than they should have, which meant that their FFP was fudged. And then when the EFL went back and checked on it, they didn't like that. Fletcher here, edge of the box, fed down the line. Spence, good crossing position, goes in low, falls to Saville, falls to Fletcher. Oh, Howson, can they recycle? Yes, they can. Poor touch by Johnson. He's got to do better than that, but he gets let off there with a foul. He'd had a bad first touch there. And Gakia fouls him. Decent territory there. Decent territory. Could have fallen to either Saville or to Fletcher in the box there. Let's have another look at that. I've seen the super chat, Liam. I'm coming to you. Saville couldn't get... maybe I'm being a bit harsh on either of those guys. Spence crosses it. Yeah, I am being harsh, to be fair. It bounced at both of them. I take that back. Apologise to both of them, but good crossing position. Well played there. Liam V, keep up the great content. All the best. Now, this is where you have to tell us, Liam, is CCFC Cardiff City or Coventry City? I don't want to upset you. Let me know, CCFC. But thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very kind. We've got an attacking free kick here for Boro. Stroud is talking again. Shut up, Stroud, for goodness sake. Oh, he does get my gears going. Johnson puts the free kick in and Watford head onto that. Oh, Chalobah did well to get away with that header without injuring himself there. Watch along on Tuesday and Wednesday, Ben. I can't do every night. I've got to cover Ipswich on Wednesday night and probably night off on Tuesday. Into the box here. Falls for Saville. Saville holds it up out to Johnson, who gets the ball across and it's swept up by Foster. Not overly impressed with Johnson. Let me know if you think I'm being harsh in the chat so far. I am, however, impressed with Femenia, although then he gives the ball away as soon as I said that. The other left wing back. Cardiff City, there we go, Liam. So let's read it properly now. Thank you, Liam. All the best. Cardiff City fan who I had in 6th position in my 1 to 24. Waffler, Entropy, other user. I watched the interviews. I'm not an expert. Can you DM me about that, Waffler? That'd be great to know about that. And let's have a look here. Boro's shirt looks like a rugby jersey. Is it a Hummel one? They're normally nice, aren't they? João Pedro has it. For many, just second best there to Spence. Naughty tackle. Yes, indeed. Dodgy shirts for each team. Remember, Shaylee voted the Watford shirt her favourite. There we go. I don't know what that says about her taste, especially her taste in men. There we go. My best mate Stroud, says Michael. Oh, he is. Look, if he makes a good decision, he makes a good decision. I don't get the need for the ostentatious arm waving the whole time. Remember, referees deserve to be well paid, but they need to be invisible, don't they? We're not here to watch the referee. I want to watch that 18-year-old Brazilian. I want to watch Neil Warnock. I don't pay my Sky subscription to watch Keith Stroud, put it that way. Headed away by Grant Hall. Wish he'd done that for the corner. Chalobah onto Cathcart, who slides that one out to Ngakia. Poor ball by him, and Hall, who's improved in this game. Saville gets in the way of his pass, though, and Ngakia sweeps that one up again. Quinner gives that one away. Saville gets hold of it. Good strength by Sombalonga now. Breaks. He's got Spence supporting with him. Cuts back inside with Wilmot. Give and go with Fletcher. Inside is Tavernier. He's played well, actually. He's used the ball well, Tavernier. McNair, as well. Forward. Given away again by Johnson. Please tell me if you think I'm being harsh. Wilmot for Watford and Johnson for Boro have been annoying me this half. João Pedro 1v1 with Jukesteel. And Jukesteel does well against the Wonder Kid. We have another super chat. We lock young team. Oh, here is Fletcher into the box now, winding up with the right foot. And he tries to swipe across the half volley, get a little bit of spin in. Visions there last year. Remember the goal away at West Brom that Fletcher scored. Let's have a look here. Again, it's Wilmot. And again, he's too easily beaten. I'm sorry. Wilmot is not playing well in this game. If there's going to be an opening there, Wilmot's shouting at the ref, but really poor by the centre half. Really poor. Sorry, I'm getting vexed about this now. Lets Fletcher in far, far too easily. And Fletcher on the volley would have been a difficult chance, but he did create that himself. Right, Chalobah is down injured. We lock young team. Enjoyed the prediction video. Thank you. Hypothetical question. Where would Wigan, that finished last season, finish in this season's champ? In the top half, for sure. If we're talking about Wigan with Marshall, Byrne, Dunkley, Kipre, Robinson, Morsey, Williams, Lowe, Naismith, Jacobs, Dowell, replace him because he's on loan, and more. Yeah, definitely in the top half, maybe even higher. So, good question. Thank you for the super chat. We lock young team. Get involved. Stroud will probably be a pundit on Soccer Saturday. Now you've said that. No thanks, Waffler. No thanks. Any Brentford fans in the chat? Is Josh Clark any good? Warnock having a chat with Fletcher. No doubt, Warnock. Warnock will have probably spotted something that he's mentoring him on, the old master. Not much gets by Warnock in game, put it that way. Ben drops zingers on himself. Which one, Jay? Which one? Can't stand Keith Stroud. I'm dreading him refereeing Rotherham games this season. Yeah, especially being Rotherham. Rotherham needs strong refs because Rotherham are going to play physical. They're going to play direct. They don't want, poxy fouls given against them. There is Kevin Blackwell, who had a go at managing himself, didn't he? Finish your dinner, Borough. There we go. Score, Joe, it's 1-0. We can flash that up, can't we, for you, buddy? There we go. 1-0, Cathcart with the only goal. 40 minutes coming up here. Let's get back to your comments. Chalobah seems to be trying to run off some You cannot finish hard in top half. You know what I meant. When I said top half, 12th, maybe 10th. You know what I mean. Championship top scorer. Get your thoughts in on that, actually. Joshua wants me to say Wells, doesn't he? Pookie has got to be the favourite, hasn't he, I guess? Yao Pedro? Who knows? Maybe we're not seeing the top scorer tonight. Who knows? Looking forward to Liverpool game. Can't sleep with all the excitement. How do you think it's going to go, Adam? Don't remind me of what could have been. Yeah. So sad. So sad what's happening at Wigan. Barnsley v Luton. Prediction. J17. I think I had a home win in that one, but I don't want to upset Luton fans because I live in Wixham's and I know a lot of Luton fans. Thrown down the line by Jed Spence, headed away by Wilmot, who I've been getting very grumpy with in this half. Spence again. Surprised Boro don't have a long throw guy, considering this is Warnock. Or maybe they do. Let me know if they do, if you're a Boro fan. Spence will probably wind up and hurl one into the box now and prove me wrong. Watford come away with it there via Sema, but it's given away and Grant Hall has it. We'll look at the stats properly in half time. Let me just give you, it's still 58-42 in terms of the possession. 56-44, sorry. I wish these boffins could give us a good territory stat as a Sombalonga runs it out. Do you think Jordan Rhodes is still a good striker? So hard to say, isn't it? So hard to say. I don't get how you can be so good like Rhodes was and completely tail off. Must be something in there. Must be something in there. There we go. If they were the same vintage, who would in a... Paul's an Ipswich fan. Clive Thomas, not popular amongst Ipswich fans there. Literally gave a goal where the ball hit the outside of the side net and back in. Was it 1975, Paul, in the FA Cup? Ipswich Wigan prediction. Hopefully home win. Let's just hope it's not an awkward watch if Wigan have to play a lot of, let's just say, young, very young players. Foul there. That is McNair. Who's he fouled? Who's that down? Can't see his number. I think it's Quina. Stroud babbling on again, isn't he? Dear oh me. When you said definitely a taste in men, there we go. You should keep an eye on Elliot Simoes. I believe I've seen Elliot Simoes score. Did Elliot Simoes score for Barnsley at Derby last season? Because I was there. Dom Solanke. What do I think of Watford so far? So-so. 6.5 out of 10, but they're winning with it. Hard to say so far. Not blown me away. But they're leading, which is the main thing, isn't it? Here's a Sombalonga back defending into Johnson, who plays the channel, and lo and behold, has given the ball away again. Dom Solanke could be top scorers. If it's 4-2, I take it. Give me it now, Katie. Wednesday mid-table, but Nat's had a beer. Would you ever get a haircut, says Harry. I get a haircut every 6 weeks, Harry. Deary me, 8 weeks even. Sunderland v Bristol Rovers. That's got home win written all over it. Bristol Rovers without Johnson Clark-Harris now. Sunderland should be expected to be top four, shouldn't they? Ivan Toney. Okay, interesting. Cardiff Wednesday. Who did I go for? I think I went for Cardiff in that one, Josh. Sorry, because you've got a picture of Barry Bannon in there. Sunderland will smash the gas. Sunderland will not get promoted. Albert there, giving it his opinion as fact. Wasn't a Wigan fan, but feel sorry for them. Yeah, I think we all do. Scored away at Derby. He's only 19. Oh, well. Didn't realise he was that young. Yeah, I think he came on at half-time in that game and scored as well. I didn't know who the hell he was. Might have been Wayne Rooney's first game, so I spent the whole time watching him. In fact, I do remember that game. Jack Marriott missed about 4 one-on-ones. What is Warnock thinking? Let's have a guess. I think he's thinking that his team's not playing well, but it's not the end of the world, because I think he's probably got a plan for how to get something out of this. They don't come much shrewder than Warnock in championship terms, do they? Half clearance there. How will he get on, though, with austerity Middlesbrough? No parachute payments here anymore. Watford do have parachute payments, do have 20 million from Abdoulaye Decore, and we're expecting money for Sarr. And, please help me out with this Watford guy who's worth loads of money as well, whose name I can't pronounce or remember. I'm sure the Watford fans will help me out. In the background, I think someone's going on the naughty step here. Cali, Texas is the first one on the naughty step. No, I can't do it because they're on Twitter. Damn. The Jesus references get you in timeout for 5 minutes. It's just the rules. We have to do that, I'm afraid. Boro don't have any long throw takers. We'd have Shotton. Oh, thank you, Jay. He's gone. Where did Shotton go? Let me know, Jay. I didn't realise he'd gone. The Wayne Rooney derby. Yes, indeed. If we get a left back, I believe we'll get automatics from a Sunderland point of view. Score is 1-0, Brad. 1-0 Watford. Conor Mahoney to come good for Millwall this season. We'll see. They've definitely got options in that position, Gaza, now with Jed Wallace, Mahoney, Scalak. Here comes Spence down the right-hand side. Into the box from him. Arriving on the edge of the box. Good chest down by McNair. Howson, Stroud in the way. So Howson checks inside. Clever play by Howson. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a bit of a pop at Stroud here. No, he gets the shot off and it goes just wide. Up to 10 clubs can go up from League One. Yeah, there's a lot of dirge in League One, put it that way, if you have a good season. If you could have a first 11 with one player, who would you want that player to be? What, anyone in the world? Goodness me. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, probably. In the Championship, goodness me. Probably a number 10. Who's the best number 10 in the Championship this season? Let me know. It is half-time. Half-time here at Watford. 1-0. Craig Cathcart on 10 minutes with the only goal of the game. Grant Hall just span around. Cathcart made the run and then he just lost him like that and headed in for 1-0. I'm going to come to your comments in just a sec. Let's press refresh and we'll just bang through all of the stats from that first half. There isn't as cut and dried as you would think. Let's have a look here. 54-46 possession in Watford favour. 8 shots to 5, but big chances, really. You can see 1-0. Shots on target, 2 apiece. Shots off target, 3-2. Not much in it. I really do feel the key moment went in Watford's favour in this one. I think Watford have edged it, but they've only edged it. So Warnock will be working towards points from this game, I think, with his half-time team talk. Block shots, 3. Corners, 5-2 in Watford's favour. Offsides and fouls, both Boro. 1 big chance to 0. That's all she wrote so far. 1 counter for Boro. 5 shots to 4 inside box. Again, not much in it. Shots outside box, 3-1, which kind of gives a bit more context to the shot count, doesn't it? Saves, well, 2-1. So Boro have forced more saves. There's not that much in this game, is there, when you look at this? 195 to 159 on the passes. Warnock will not give 2 craps about that, will he? Accurate passes, 128 to 104, so even closer there, 66% and 65% respectively. Long balls, of course, you would expect. 44% of Boro's balls have been long, 33. Watford, 4 of 8 crosses made. Only 3 of 13 crosses made from Boro. I'm looking at Marvin Johnson and Jed Spence with that. And as you go down, the who will win metric is heavy on Watford, but it's not all cut and dried here. Not all cut and dried. Let's go to your comments down here. Keep them coming in. We'll do as many as we can. Where should we start? Get your comments in on that first half or anything you want to talk about over the halftime period. Adam, thinks Leeds will get a draw at Liverpool. Wow. Get some money on that because you'll get paid if you do. Favourite Premier League team? Any of my dearly departed, I guess. Sheffield United, Villa, Leeds, Fulham and West Brom are my diplomatic answers there. Had a good time at Sunderland doing a local accent to get a ticket in the homestand. Just keep quiet if you're in the homestand. I do it a lot, hey. Didn't extend his contract. Ryan Shotton is a free agent. Wow. I'm sure he's used to a lot of money, but he can come and play for Ipswich. Jesus. I think his name's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can't remember what this dude is called. Hang on one sec. Hang on. I'm being very, very lame here. His name is, excuse me. Oh my God. Why can't I find him? Where is this dude? Not Suarez, although we think he's going to go as well. Sorry, I'm just on the Watford page really quickly, trying to figure out this guy who we think is going to be sold. Oh my God, not Delafeu. Yeah, he'll go as well. Where is Danny Welbeck as well? Sorry, I'm just looking through this ridiculously stacked Watford squad here. Will Hughes is not there as well. There we go. Look, I can't find it. Deary me. I'm a fraud and a disgrace and a joke, as I regularly get called daily on YouTube. There we go. Let's go back to your comments. Is there a player you think worth loads of money, Delafeu or Pereira? Yeah, Sarr as well for Watford. Buendia for Norwich obviously is worth an absolute fortune if they sell him. As we cut to, who's that? Is that Akinfenwa and O'Neill and David Prutton? So we might get a look at some half-time stuff. Just have a look at the goal here. I think I'm fairly set on the goal. Short corner. It was Sema who's going to put it in. I think Quinnia is going to take it initially. It is a good bit of play by Cathcart, but I am looking at Grant Hall here just for turning his back. Spence does close down fairly quickly, and then from then on, it's a decent delivery. It's well worked, isn't it, to get this swing on that. I tell you what does make a difference is Cabalessa just runs and jumps right in front of the ball, which probably puts Hall off a little bit. But hey, it didn't put Cathcart off, did it? Let's have a look at your comments. Doncaster have put a good squad together. I think Matt Penny will have a good season. Matt Penny's just come back from loan in Germany somewhere, hasn't he? Boro fan says all of our players couldn't get a contract because Warnock wasn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair comment. Yeah, only a caretaker. Haaland or Mbappe. I'd take either of them at Ipswich, hey? Barry Benham would be nice. Yeah, great player in this division, isn't he? 11 Cal Naismiths. The last time I went to Wigan, no, it wasn't the last time. One of the times I went to Wigan, I sat in the Wigan stand and a Wigan fan literally abused Cal Naismith all game. Deary me. Haaland by a mile, says Lee. Must have gotten shot and still only 31. I'm very surprised no one's taken him on a free with his experience. I'm surprised Warnock didn't want him either. We're just replaying Fletcher's chance where Wilmot got well and truly suckered in. Let me know if you've got anything on this. We've got any Swansea fans in the chat. Is it the fact that Wilmot's playing in a back three and he's got the space outside of him that's making him struggle? Because I don't feel he's played well in this half. If Sheffield were in the Championship, I would have Chris Basham. Remember, Chris Basham under any other manager is probably just like an average bog standard Championship player, whereas under Chris Wilder, who looks like Franz Beckenbauer. Bournemouth-Blackburn prediction. I think I went for Bournemouth, despite predicting that Bournemouth were going to have the most difficult season out of the three relegated teams with all the moving parts and Eddie Howe going. I did predict them to win over Mowbray's Blackburn. Anton says Delafeu, along with Sarr, the guy Watford are expected to sell as players are worth a fortune. I think you've got to throw Buendia in there. I think Bournemouth has still got a couple who are worth a fortune as well. Do I think Wednesday will stay up? I've said no, JB. However, they could. They really could if they get a good start and they get things going. I just worry about the temperament of Mr. Chansiri and Mr. Monk if things are not going well. Why do so many people make a Jesus comment? There we go. Guess it's better than them coming back. Yeah, don't. Yeah. I don't know. There you go. Buendia or Delafeu will be my standout stars of the champ. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. If Ida will end up staying in October, would be surprised. Yeah, absolutely. Benny Boy, the season is back, and you are so important to halftime. Welcome along, Elliot. Matt Smith, one of the best number 10s in the championship. Number 10? He's a number 9 all day, isn't he, Gaza? Big target man, Matt Smith. But I'm expecting a few goals from him this season. Remember that brilliant hat-trick at Forest from Matt Smith. Let's have a look. A few more of your comments. There we go. Anton's helped me out. Estupinan. Or Estupinian, if I'm saying it properly. That's the one who we're expecting to go, as well as Luis Suarez. Not that one. Will Hughes and Ismail Sarr, indeed. Right. Let's go back to some more of your comments. Wednesday, badly need assets. Chansiri has to start selling players at the right time. Don't. You're talking to a fan of a team who sold Adam Webster for 3 million, and at the end of the next season, he went for 24 million. Ipswich are the masters of selling people at the wrong time. Although I've just seen Sam Winnell go out from Wednesday. They're going to take massive losses on Jordan Rhodes, aren't they? I mean, Jesus. There we go. How I wish we took a chance on the young Leeds fan playing in Norway who just scored 9 goals in a game. There we go. All the Leeds and Forest fans still think that, and Man City actually still think that they've got a chance of getting, I was going to say Alf Ingi Haaland there. It's not, it's Erling Haaland, isn't it? Dasha says, my friend's got a wife called Dasha, but she's Russian and it's spelt different than that. Dasha dude. Middlesbrough look decent in open play. Watford from set pieces. Yeah, that's pretty much been about the size of the first half, hasn't it? It's not by any means been dominant by Vladimir Ivic's Watford, has it? Not really relevant, but I featured in a podcast for the first time. There we go. Which one, Katie? Let us know. You start building up your brand, my dear. You are my go-to Wigan person. Callum says Wednesday need a strong start, but they have no... Yeah, they really do. Wednesday need to get back to the 0 points from at least 12 games. They need a point per game from the first 12. Effectively, they need more. Wednesday need to score 60 points, take off 12, land on about 48, and they should be all right if they can do that. 60 points is obviously more than a point per game, but they just need to wipe it out. If it gets to 15, 16 games and they still on minus, then it ain't happening, is it? Iorfa, the main asset. I remember Iorfa being on loan at Ipswich. Them who shall, please don't. Let's just not mention them. Ben, have you seen the video of Haaland asking to swap shapes? No, I haven't. But please DM that to me, Callum. I'd love to see that. Forestieri returned 15 million. Oh my God, I don't want to hear this, Jim. Kieran Lee all linked with £10 million moves. Yeah, Chansiri has put money in, but is he in the Marcus Evans hapless, mentioned well, but hapless type style of owner? What am I being sent by Oliver on Patreon, the Huddersfield fan? He's normally, we might have some breaking news. He's normally one of my go-tos here. There we go. Naby Sarr. Says Twitter. Can you see my phone? It's not lighting up probably. Naby Sarr, the Charlton centre-half in at Huddersfield. That is official. Naby Sarr. Charlton have lost Lockyer, Taylor and Sarr. They've been pillaged, haven't they? Watford have hired a Brentford style. Have they really, Elliot? Have they actually? It's showing already. There we go. And Gakia and Estupinian. Exciting fullbacks. He's the one I couldn't remember. Ali Sadiq. Watford don't look great. They don't not not set the world alight yet, but this is the Championship. Just win. There's 46 games. Just win. You know what I'm saying, don't you? Stephen, thoughts on Paul Warne and the Millers? I know you put 22nd, praying for 21st. Really like Paul Warne. I actually met Paul Warne at Milton Keynes. He was watching an Ipswich friendly at the start of the Paul Hurst season, 18-19. He was really nice, chatting to me for a few minutes. The hope is for Rotherham, Stephen, that they can improve on what they did last time, where they did finish 22nd. I just think Rotherham need to hope for a basket case, for someone to come out of the crowd. I don't know. Could it be like something like Reading, if they've got instability at executive level, and do something dumb and fire the manager or something again in October? They need a basket case, I think, Rotherham, and then, because they will be stable, then they'll be able to outlast them. Paul, you legend. Thank you, Paul, who is a member of the fabled Ipswich Southwest, as he's mentioned in there. So I'll take a drink to you. The game might be okay, but watching you drink through 90 minutes is stunning. There we go. It won't even touch me either. There we go. Shout out to all ITFC Southwest virtually assembling for Sunday. Let me know if you guys have got good supporters, clubs, branches. The Southwest guys for Ipswich are just superb, absolutely superb. So thank you, Paul. Thank you much. Very, very kind. And I just wish my beard joined up as well as yours did. I'll be intrigued to see if Ben Rama starts tomorrow, says Russell. Russell, I'll up the ante on that. I will eat my hat if Ben Rama starts tomorrow. Put it out. If either Ben Rama or Buendia start tomorrow, I will be terribly surprised. Put it that way. Oh, Callum, you have sent me the video. So we are going to get to watch Erling Haaland swap shirts with... It'll come up in a minute. It's doing that thing where I have to accept your request for a DM on Twitter. We are about to go live with the second half. And we are a go-go in the second half. Get your predictions in for how you think this is going to finish. Let's have a look and see if we have any changes of shape. Tom's mugged me off there. Buendia is banned. So my hat is safe. There you go. He's well and truly owned me there, hasn't he? We'll just put that on Ben Rama then, yeah? 2-0 Watford says, trained spotter and football fan. Doesn't look like any changes of shape. Certainly no changes of personnel either. Here is Saville in midfield, picked up by Quina and spread out wide to the left to Firmino. João Pedro is running the channels. He's onside and he's beaten Howson and gets it into the middle, and Grant Hall clears better from João Pedro. Guys, I'm just going to move the mic to there. Does that sound any better? Hopefully it does. Oh, there she is, my hero. Yeah, can I have a snack, please, darling? That's Shaylee downstairs. Can you just congratulate Shaylee? She's just been baking macarons. And this is how much of a nerd I've become about macarons, that if you don't have the right almond flour and it's too oily, they go to crap. So I'm very happy that her macarons have gone well. But yes, darling, if I could have a snack, that would be wonderful. Being you did offer, not exploiting it, dearie me. My Ipswich supporting uncle is missing, not being at games. He gets called Jesus too weirdly. I probably know him, Jim. That's Ipswich for you. 2-1 Fletcher to bag one, but Pedro will seal it up. There we go. 1-1 draw. Warnock factor. I'd love it to be from a long throw in the 83rd minute. That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Let's go for 3-3. Let's do it, Jay. Although we probably would need maybe a couple more goals before half time for that, but we will see. Oh, kebab delivered to go with my gin. I love that, Jim. Love that, absolutely. Ola is on Watford 1, Boro 3. Keep in there. Well done, Shaylee on the max, says Wolf. Very knowledgeable Millwall fan. And here she is. She's not going to come in shot. Come on.
You got my pyjamas on.
Here's Shaylee in her Mickey Mouse pyjamas. These are the...
It's not filled.
Oh, what's the filling going to be?
I don't know yet. I was just seeing if the flour is okay.
So you like put some ganache or something in between? Sorry?
Ganache.
Ganache, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, darling. Mwah.
Bye. Yeah. I'm back.
Beautiful. Very nice. Let's get back on this. Oh, they're lovely. Very good indeed. Not good for talking though. Let's see if we can get back on this. Macarons are amazing in Paris, different to anywhere else. Apparently South Korea as well. The amount I know about macarons is not funny, is it? Sticking with my 1-0 prediction, says Jay. Did you predict 1-0? Should have had some money on that, my friend. As the goal kick goes long from Marcus Bettinelli and all the way through, Warnock will not be happy with this. Emmanuel Macaron. Great PJs. They look as good as Paris. Very tasteful outfit. There we go, the PJs. It's 1-0, Charlie. It's all right. Andrew West sits behind the goal. We're in the north stand with that rabble down there. Hey, right. Let's get back into this. And as somebody did suggest, it's probably time for another glass of what did we say it was? Chilean Pinot Noir. Very nice. Very nice indeed, guys. A bit flat the start of the second half, isn't it? Neither team particularly taking the game to the other. Slid in to the forward position, João Pedro. Oh, good play. Held that up really nicely. Oh, lovely. Oh, well played. That was the first real flash from João Pedro there. Really nice hold up. Reverse ball through for Ngakia, who's running off Marvin Johnson. Surprise, surprise. Nearly got in. Well played. Jim, why does he get called Jesus? Excuse me. Oh, guys, we have a celebrity in the chat. Look at that. Hello, Neve. Legendary YouTuber. I'm sure you already do follow her, but very privileged to have you in the chat, my dear. And congratulations on all the success at the moment. Please come on my channel. But I'm sure you go and follow Stumpeg's channel. As I choke on my one, excuse me. Watford are top of the championship table. Of course they are, Eugene. I could do with rustlers, but don't. They should be disgusting, but they tasted nice, didn't they? Dear oh me. It's not Stumpeg. I bet it is. Excuse me. Oh, right. Oh, no tick for verified. Is that what happens? Oh, well. Ben and Neve do a video together. Where does it say that? There you go. The people have spoken, Neve. Thoughts on Izzy Brown? Like him a lot. Can he stay fit? Very nice player. Football Prime Ginger. I'm having a lovely day. Football Prime Ginger. Right, let's concentrate now. One into the channel here. Tavernier does well. Inside it goes to Quinja and given away. Howson sweeps it up. Ivic on the sidelines, clapping like Sammy Lee. Here's a Sumbalonga, makes space. Hits the shot low, just wide to the keeper's right. Good play by Sumbalonga. Created something out of nothing there. Good effort there. Oh, it's a good save, actually. Yeah, good save by Foster in the goal there. Well played, Sumbalonga, who's not had much of a look at goal, but done pretty well both times, hasn't he? Dare I eat the other macaron half? We'll find out. Corner goes in for Boro, and that's easy for Foster. Watches that one over. and makes the catch. Cleverly comes out with it. Down the right-hand side is Quinya. And he's well tackled by Johnson. Credit where it's due there. I've been tough on him in this game. Saville. Oh, they needed to move the ball better than that there. Saville with a funny shape on that pass. He's got it back, though. Slows it down again. Maybe we needed some more progressive passing there from George Saville in the midfield. Hall out to Juxteel. He plays the channel. Not great, to be honest. And Wilmot does well to just nod that back down the line. Fed left. And Watford come away with it. Back to Cleverly. Yao Pedro, he's very, very quick off the first yard. He has shown little flashes, the wonder kid, as we keep calling him. Here's Chalobah bustling there. He's going to win a foul, isn't he? Let's go to some of your comments. If Neil Warnock had a theme tune, what would it be? Hopefully the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme tune, because that would make me very happy. Zach asked thoughts on Watford's ownership. Well, I wouldn't like to work under them, but at least I'd get good severance pay, hey? Where do I think Town will finish this season? 5th. God, if you guarantee me top 6 now in playoffs, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Oh, I've eaten the macaron. Do they dunk macarons in wine in France? I should have done it, shouldn't I? I didn't shove the whole thing. João Pedro's had a good start to the second half. Inside the fullback to Firmino. Slid back to Sema, I think. And Quinya. Sema again. Holds it up. The attacker slowed down. Tries to give and go. And McNair just levers Quinya off the ball there. That looked like a foul, actually. Looked like he caught him, but just a Boro throw-in. Warnock looks unmoved by all of this. Loving the live commentary. Have we got a top 3 of Championship managers? Well, that's an interesting question, Venture. In fact, I'll keep that up. Is it my favourite Championship managers or the best Championship managers? Because obviously Neil Warnock would probably be in my favourite Championship managers. But in terms of the best Championship managers, well, obviously after what Daniel Farker did last time he was down there, he will be up there. Thomas Frank is a glorious but a good manager. Who else have we got? Who would I put up there in terms of the best ones? Obviously, we lost Bielsa, who was like the standout, wasn't he? I'd need to get a table up to see the list, but Warnock would have the Imperial March there. Garanka deserves a shout out. He's going to do well. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you are watching in the stream right now. Gary Rowett, to be fair, Gary Rowett has proved me wrong. I didn't watch Callum's video, did I? Here is Haaland asking for the shirt of Stuart Dallas. Oh, look how happy Stuart Dallas looks with that. There we go. Nice one, Callum. As the ball goes dead, and Ben Foster is going to have a goal kick now. Yeah, Struber, definitely. Shouldn't have missed him out, should I? Got to be Streaky Lee. Streaky Lee is no more, but I'm sure he's going to be back, Josh. Don't you worry about that. I think Boro, a good bet for the top 6. Warnock knows the Championship so well. Watford should get autos. Lee Johnson has nobody wanting him. I'll tell you what, if the Ipswich job comes up, we'd have him at this stage, but maybe he might be setting his sights a little higher. Long diagonal for Assomba Longer. He cannot pick that. He's going to need better service than that. Warnock looks very calm this season. I think he knows he's in the game, doesn't he? No ranting and raving from Warnock. He's just observing. The only issue he's got here at Boro is Warnock loves literally having 5 or 6 strikers often at a club. And he just does not have those options here at Boro, does he? Look at that. Kinder Bueno. With lots of packaging. Sorry about the annoying noises. Watford defensive throw-in down the right-hand side. Well dealt with by Ngakia, who's played quite well. First time I've seen him. Here is Dykestill as I stuff my mouth. Good run by him. Spence. Dykestill down the right-hand side. Good play. Spence into the box. Well cut out by Cleverly. Marvin Johnson waves his arms on the back post and says, "Why didn't you pick me out with an inch perfect cross?" Good play by Spence there, getting forward and combining well there down that right-hand side. Boro have not been that bad in this game at all. They really haven't. Huddersfield Norwich prediction asked for Sam. You think away win, wouldn't you? At least you know how to say Kinder Bueno, unlike macaroon. Let's not get into a pronunciation battle. Attacking throw-in for Boro. Back to Spence, gets it into the box, headed clear. And all the way back into their own half. Grant Hall, decent ball that, headed on by Johnson. Assombalonga, good hold. Johnson gets it. Saville in the left wing position. Saville plays it safe as ever. McNair should have quality in the centre-back position. He recycles. Dykestill. Good press, actually, by Watford. Good team shape as well. That's good defending. Saville. Boro can't play through at all. Here's Tavernier. He's the guy who could pick the lock. Johnson down the left-hand side is going to try and run. Cleverly wins the corner. Good football again by Boro there. Well played. Cleverly in the end, conceding the corner. But Boro, you'd have expected this to be the other way around with Watford moving Boro about and Boro countering and playing direct. No. Yum, yum, yum. What happened with that corner? Wow. I think we may have just witnessed the worst corner in history. Tavernier is laughing. Come on, Sky Sports, give me a replay. I was looking at the comments. So Tavernier, he didn't even have it in the D. And he kicked it out of play. Note that down, guys. 60th minute, Watford versus Boro. That is possibly the worst corner I've ever seen. What is Warnock saying? I'm trying to read his lips there. Unbelievably poor. Mbe So from PSG assigned for Forest. Has that gone through, Mac? Thoughts on Ivic? Well, so far so good, but not blown me away yet. Hit the like button, says Eugene. Absolutely. What the heck was that, says Wolf. It was the worst corner I've ever seen, is exactly what it was. And Tavernier has had quite a good game other than that. Glenn Murray is coming on. Oh, the championship is back and I get to see 36-year-old Glenn Murray. As you can see, I could not be any more excited by this. Glenn Murray, the last striker to score 30 goals in the championship. What a bagsman. A championship classic. João Pedro looks like he's injured now. So, I don't know. I guess he's coming off. Ngakia, Cleverly, João Pedro, who's not injured anymore. Slides it inside. I think his head's gone, has it? We'll see if he goes off. But yes, we are going to get a sight of the lesser spotted Glenn Murray. Door on Tour. Go and follow the big man. Good friend of mine. Great channel for Forest stuff. I'm sure many of you follow him already. Naby Sarr, yes, we got a tweet about that. And Benji's telling me about Mbe Sarr. If anyone can tell me about Mbe Sarr, no idea about him. But there we go. Need another goal in this game. Yes, J17. Drink it in. Glenn Murray coming on. Love it. Murray in the championship once again. What a time to be alive. 10 to 15 goals. I don't care. I want to see a Glenn Murray goal in this game now if he comes on. Unbelievable scenes. My football team could take better corners than that. With the youths as well. Deary me. Darren Potter, the worst corner taker ever. There was a guy called Larson Torre for Ipswich who did absolutely nothing in his career other than fall over and take a very, very terrible corner indeed. Mbaye Saw. Let's bring him up. Should we bring him up on transfer mark? We have an attacking Middlesbrough free kick as I'm trying to figure out who the hell this player Nottingham Forest are signing. Oh, hello. Let's see if I can bring that up for you while we go, guys. There he is. Mbaye Saw, or however you pronounce it. Apparently he's gone into Forest, worth £4 million. So Mr. Marianakis is going for it. What position did it say? Don't worry, I've got centre half. Interesting. Does that mean Joe Worrell's going somewhere? I wonder. Yeah, we will see. Forest need to replace Matt Cash, but they have money now. Will Mr. Marianakis spend? We will find out. Wow. I've just seen the comment of the day there. We'll get to it, don't worry. Right, attacking free kick for Boro as I undo the rest of my Kinder Bueno. Who's there? Tavernier and Assombalonga over this one. Tavernier not covering himself in glory with the worst corner in history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man wall. Saville standing in front of the wall, cleverly on the edge. Either Assombalonga right-footed around the wall or Tavernier left-footed, the normal over-the-wall type thing here. Tavernier takes 3 steps back and side steps to his right. Could still be Assombalonga. It is going to be Assombalonga. Oh, good effort, actually. Swings that one over the wall with the right foot, and Foster takes no chance. Has to tip that one over the crossbar. Scenes when Murray scores in the Bloom household. Absolutely. My old schoolmate's mum dated Neil Warnock. Unbelievable scenes, if true, Lee. Wanted Murray to replace Fletcher at Wednesday, Glenn Murray. He hasn't come on yet, which is vexing me slightly. Has Warnock got my mate Blackwell? His mate Blackwell? Of course he has. Dear oh me. Wouldn't be surprised if Worrell went. Odd post on Twitter. Maybe we'll bring that up. Or if someone can DM that to me, that'd be great. Oh, chance. Corner in. It was Grant Hall. Could have redeemed himself for losing Cathcart in the first half there. Corner comes in from the right-hand side. It's on the volley, on the side foot. Hall loses Chalobah. He's only 7 yards out, middle of the goal. What are you saying, guys? Decent chance, that one? Sema is off. Glenn Murray is on. Is that 2 up top now, or is João Pedro going to move into Sema's position a little bit out left? Because believe me, Glenn Murray ain't playing down the left wing. Let's have a look at this team shape now. Yes, it's almost like I've done this before, unless that's 2 up top. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think, well, they've either gone 2 up top with João Pedro and Murray, or João Pedro's going to move to his left, which I would think would be more likely, and they stay with the same team shape. Can you believe this? 2020, watching the Championship, Neil Warnock in the dugout, Glenn Murray up top. Beautiful. Assombalonga into the box, gets there first. Foster comes. Well defended there by Cathcart, and Wilmot's going to scoop that up and clear it. Boro, I'd say Boro have been on top probably now for about 7 or 8 minutes, haven't they? Howson is down. Did he win a free kick? I'm sure Keith Stroud will have a long monologue to read to place. Has Keith Stroud booked anybody yet? I don't think he has he? Murray, 30-yard screamer and topped off with a backflip. I want to see it. Murray and Pedro couldn't be more different players. All the marks of a legendary partnership. You love to see it. Sam, watch along for every game on Sky. A lot of them. Put it that way, a lot of them, yeah. We'll be here tomorrow for Birmingham and Brentford. Although I may have some exciting news about next Saturday, possibly might be at a game, but I don't want to jinx it yet. Cathcart, underrated top championship centre-back. Well, he's had a good start. Alan, are you watching on Sky Go or streaming? Because you need a satellite feed because it's a minute ahead. I found this to my cost. Thank God the time of Warnock's, Allardyce and Pulis is soon over. No, Sven, we love it. No, the drink break has gone, Jay. I feel a bit sorry for Warnock, actually, because there'd probably be something in this for Boro if they had some attacking options on the bench. Let's see if I press back on my browser over here. And we can take a look at really the lack of options that Colin has got to play with on the bench there. If you look, Fry, Coulson, Bowler, Wood, Gordon. I mean, Lewis Wing or Marcus Brown's the most sort of likely. Marcus Brown maybe as a sort of number 8, number 10, but he'd want to affect it up front. We know what Warnock's like, don't we? So there we go. Yes, no watch along Sunday, Katie. Sadly, I'm going to work from 1 till 4 on Sunday. What time's the game? 12, isn't it? So I will see the first half. Sadly, not the second half, when it probably all goes wrong for Ipswich. You're my favourite Ipswich fan. Love how unbiased you are, even to us lot down the road. Glad to be back with you. Glad to have you back, Sam. It's not hard to call it how it is. I don't know why people let all these rivalries get in the way. If a team plays well, we praise them. If a team plays badly, we criticise them. If we like a player, we praise them. If a player does something poor, we criticise them. It's that simple, isn't it? Don't let your emotion cloud your reason, is what I would always say. And I don't do that. And hopefully this channel will always operate in that manner with no agendas. Apart from against Keith Stroud. Jake Steele in the right centre-back position here for Boro. Watford sitting back a little bit now. It is 2 up top, to be fair. I got that wrong. João Pedro and Murray are playing as a front 2. As Wilmot clears. Feels like they've done that so they can get more of a low block if they need it as we go into the last 20 minutes here. It's much easier to do with that spare play. You can draw back and get symmetry in your team shape, can't you? I will never praise anything to do with Manchester United, just the rules in my household. Fair enough, each to their own. Second half stats here. Boro well on top, 4 shots to 0. However, we could have another Nuno Santo here with Ivic. Nuno loved to go and win the game in the first half and defend in the second half in the Championship, didn't he? Are Ipswich still having the amazing record for home games in the European Cup? Any Europe competition. Ipswich unbeaten in 31 games or something ridiculous. I love Bent and Dye when they were with you. Oh, God, yeah, don't stop it. When we were good, hey. Your Keith Stroud is my Kevin friend. Indeed. Jamie wants Katie to do the watch along. Go on. Do it. Get involved. Actually, we will at some point bring guests in for the watch alongs. So if we do get the return leg, if you want to see guests in the watch alongs, whether that be too many voices, we'll give you what you want in the channel. As a Wednesday fan, I'll miss not seeing Eze, favourite player in the Championship. Yeah, he was great. We will miss him, but in some ways, it's like watching your kid graduate university and go out into the world, isn't it? We want these Championship players, Matt Cash and Eze and Ollie Watkins to go off and do well. Up the Borough, says Me Jones, hoping for an equaliser, no doubt. Could happen on the basis of this second half. Oh, Sam, don't worry. You will see some Premier League referees. Don't worry about that. How long do you think for Ipswich to get to the Premier League, says Yaxilla. Just give me the top 6 of League One for the time being, fella, honestly. Looks like Watford are warming up another substitute. Colin's still not brought anyone on for Borough just yet. He's got no attacking options, put it that way, and they're chasing the game. Here's João Pedro. Moving down the left-hand side. Lovely. He's shown... quality. He's shown very couple of little glimpses there. As Watford are going to bring on the devilishly handsome... we'll see who it is with a fine pair of eyebrows there. Is that Navarro, who's a defender? Lots of instructions from Ivic. Who looked better at Ipswich, Titus Bramble or Tyrone Mings? That's a fairly easy answer. In goes the corner to the near post. It was Caballese looking for the flick, didn't get it. Recycled back out infield to Chalobah, and back out to the left wing, cross into the near post, headed clear by Boro. Marvin Johnson does well and boots it forward for Tavernier to chase, and Gakia watches the bounce. Looked like Tavernier, pulled him then. But they do well to get out of that, and Quinion gets back well to defend. Let me just put that back up. Titus Bramble for Ipswich, be under no illusions, was ridiculously good. He was like 18 playing in the Premier League, absolute bulldozer. And didn't think about anything, had good players around him. He was superb for Ipswich, Titus Bramble. Eventually, the Deeney and Murray combo is going to be lethal for defensive. Well, we think Troy Deeney's handed in a transfer request, hasn't he? So we'll see. Not short of options. Watford. Forest right back options not kept up. Carl Jenkinson, I guess, and a young lad called Jordan Gabriel. Help me out, Forest fans. As Glenn Murray buys a free kick. What a time to be alive. Beautiful stuff there. Hits the deck, Murray. Are Mings and Billings brothers? No. Forest need another winger, says Aquatic. Do they? Amiobi, Lolly. Maybe need another right winger, don't they? Yao Carvalho. Nuno da Costa they've got as well, haven't they? Is Derrickwa still at Forest, Charlie? I haven't seen him play for ages. He's been hurt. He's good right about that, actually, Derrickwa. So Navarro has come on for Firmino. Now, is this going to be a change of shape for Watford, or is he going to drop into the left wing-back position? Lewis Wing is warming up for Boro. As Glenn Murray holds the ball up beautifully. Chalobah. Wilmot. Caballese. Oh, poor ball by him. Vladimir Ivic applauding the attempt. And Warnock is making his move. Wing is going to come on. Not quite sure who it's going to be for. Maybe one of the more defensive midfielders, maybe Saville or Howson. Wouldn't have thought Howson would go out, but famous last words, yeah. All last season, Lamouchi likes him. I like him. Played a blinder against Ipswich last time when Graben scored 2. Played in the Ipswich penalty box for most of the game from right back. There we go. Oh, the times of John Walk, Jason Zell and Chris Kiwami. Stop it. Stop it, Sven. We know. We know. Jake Steele up against Murray. Plays it inside. Hall launches that one long. Sambalonga, lovely flick on to Johnson. Good defended by Ngakia and swept up by Cleverly, is it? Kind of dealt with it. Saville heads back into the box. Good header clear by Cathcart, the goal scorer. Howson puts it back in. Boro, loads of territory here. Saville, nice little flick. Stroud, come on. Cleverly's done him there and won the free kick. How long left? We have 13 minutes plus stoppage time in this one. Lewis Wing to score a belter. And I've done this before. He's coming on for George Saville. There we go. That's just about all Warnock can do, isn't it? A more kind of keep the ball moving midfield player for a player who can carry the ball and who can have a long shot as well. Let's see if Lewis Wing can make an impact. It does say a lot about Boro's squad strength, though, that's their manoeuvre at 77 minutes into a game that they're struggling to get into. If you're going to get guests, I suggest Chris Reeve for a Norwich game. I have worked alongside Chris Reeve on the Talk Norwich City pod once. He did spend the whole time trying to wind me up, but didn't succeed. But no, I'd love to get Chris on. We'll have a look at the schedule and see what we can do. João Pedro comes short out wide to Quina, who goes all the way back to Cavalese. Nice ball back in to Quina, who turns, and that's too easy for Howson. Wing gets his first touch. Back to Dykesteel. We've got to move the ball quickly now, Boro. McNair, 12 minutes to go. Boro trailing 1-0 in this opening game of the season. Decent team shape again from Watford. I'll give Vladimir Ivic that. When Boro have been moving the ball, and okay, they're not exactly Real Madrid when it comes to moving the ball, but the team shape of Watford has been good from a defensive point of view. Predictions for Luton Barnsley, asked Jim. I think I went Barnsley, being it was at Barnsley, but being he said Luton first. I guess he's a Luton fan, so he's not going to want to hear that. Best player your club's ever been linked with. Would you believe the Ipswich Evening Star, when Ipswich signed Mauricio Tarrico, the Argentinian, and there was another one as well, whose name I can't remember, had us linked with Gabriel Batistuta. Yes, Batigol for Ipswich. Ridiculous. Maradona and Papan for Sheffield United. I think they actually spoke to Maradona, didn't they? Get Brummy Joe on if you ever cover. I'd love to get Brummy Joe on. Yeah, great YouTuber. That was a great pod. Chris was proper baiting you and you were having none of it. There we go. Thank you, Sam. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Hey, I've always said, and I'll say it a million times on the channel here, there is no way to win at football banter, but the only way to guarantee not losing is to not play. And I don't play football banter because you will lose. It's just that type of game. Wing. Falls to the floor. Somehow he's still got the ball. It's going to go loose. Oh, Howson goes right through cleverly there. Stroud keeps his cards in his pocket. Is he even given a foul? Hasn't even given a foul. There we go. In 2020, a 50-50 tackle with no foul given. Well done, Keith Stroud. There you go. Credit where it's due. When is Stephen Fry? Oh, wow. If Stephen Fry came on here, we're not talking football. I'm just going to get him to explain Greek mythology to me because he's done lots of books about it, hey? We once refused to pay 25 grand for Kevin Keegan. Yeah, that went well, didn't it? If I was the best player in the world, who would I play for? Obviously Ipswich Town, and carry them to glory by myself. Up the hat, as I did have an Ipswich season ticket last year, did you, Jim? Oh, nice one. Where do you live? I live locally. Let me know where you live. I will know where it is. Shocked the Premier League team hasn't had a cheeky punt. But how old is Ben Foster? Like 37 or something? My local 9th tier non-league team managed to get a 50. Is that Gosport Town, was it? Amazing. Cop Doc. I know it well, Jim. Tesco's, yes. Apparently Norwich once had a look at David Beckham and turned him down. Poor. 3 league titles in a row. Huddersfield Town FC, says Jamie. Then be facts. I think I've just seen the future. I saw a long diagonal ball forward and Grant Hall heading it on. I bet you if this is still 0-0 on 89 minutes, Grant Hall goes up front. You mark my words, yeah? Warney will love sticking a centre-back up top, won't he, to try and get an equaliser. João Pedro gets robbed by McNair, and the ball goes home. I hate to say it. 81. Watford look reasonably comfortable defending here. Ivic made the switch to bring in Murray, which wasn't to please me. It was to change his team shape, wasn't it? So his low block could be a bit more symmetrical. And it's working. So it's almost like the Watford manager knows more about football than I do. There you go. If you had the chance to interview Delia, what would I ask her? Oh, God. Any number of questions. I think mainly about the whole self-funding thing and how she would feel about letting Norwich go to a wealthier person to benefit it further, but maybe being the, what would you call it? The where you're left as the chairperson, but the honorary chairperson or whatever. I love Stephen Fry constructs a workstation. I haven't seen that. I just like Stephen Fry on political correctness. I love it. 160 viewers. Yes. Growing so much recently. We love it. Thank you, everybody. Please hit the like button. Ben Foster is 37. I got it right. Unbelievable scenes. Bristol City, Coventry. I think I had a crazy Coventry away win in that one, Tommy. Why did Ipswich not accept 2 million for Caden Jackson? They're probably waiting for 2.1 million, aren't they? I reckon Colin would love Holy for those 89-minute corners. Absolutely. Where do I sit at Portman? Oh, Asumbalonga in the right channel here into the penalty box. 3 Watford defenders back. Asumbalonga holds it up. Cabalese with him. No support. Where's the right wing back? And it's given away. He needed some support there. That's where you really needed. Who's playing right wing back for Forest there? Jed Spence to get up with him. Although, to be fair, it was just a long ball in the channel. Where do I sit at Portman Road? In the top of the Pioneer Gym. Not that I've been there for months now. David Raya, the keeper, used to play for Southport. Did he really? Wow. Great channel from a Norwegian Leeds fan. Good luck, Ipswich. Thank you, Sven. Same question, but with Marcus Evans. That would be... I get the feeling I would be like getting blood out of a stone out of Marcus Evans, wouldn't it? Long ball forward again. Boro gone very direct now. Chasing this game with 6 minutes of normal time to go. They are pressing everything and playing direct. So it's going to open up now. It's one good thing about Warnock. He'll always gamble at the end of a game. Just got to wait until the centre-half goes forward, which is definitely going to happen. Hall hoofs it forward into the channel again. Asumbalonga does really well. Wilmot all over him. Great strength by Asumbalonga there to roll him. And Stroud brings out the yellow, rightly so. Dare I say this? Stroud's had quite a good game, hasn't he? Asumbalonga did really well there. Just the ball into the channel. Wilmot complaining. No, I'm not having that. Wilmot's fouling him. Stroud's got that right all day long, hasn't he? It's all over him. Dear I mean, well played Asumbalonga there. Definite yellow card, actually. Well played, Stroud. Right, what can Boro do with this attacking set play? If I'm Vladimir Ivic, I'm taking Belmumwat to one side in the next training session and saying, look, I need a bit more from you. Jim, thank you so much. A super chat. Let's drink to that. Tavernier standing over the free kick. Right wing, he's going to swing it in with the left foot. It's a really good position, this. Thank you again for Jim for the super chat there. What can Boro do with this free kick? Let's see. Tavernier is going to be about 3 steps. Swings it in near post. Oh, Fletcher was up there. Asumbalonga is shaking his head. It's going to be a goal kick, actually. Free kick went into the near post. I'm going to have to see the replay to see exactly what happened. Good delivery, actually. Nice shape on it. Oh, that's a chance. I think Asumbalonga gets free. He's with Cabalese. He shoves him. I think it just... Cabalese gets really drawn into the ball and just moves forward. And Asumbalonga's in the middle of the box there. I think it might just flick off Fletcher beforehand. And he's got literally a second just to try and direct the header goalwards. Here is João Pedro in the left wing position with Dijksteel. Holds the ball up as he's done well most of the game. As I say that, he gives it away. Of course he does. But Watford have it back with Chalobah. Good strength from him. Recycles the ball. Wilmot being pressed the hell out of here by these Boro players who are really pressing on the front foot. Now we are coming up 87 minutes on the Watchalong. Watford lead this one 1-0. Vladimir Ivic is going to get 3 points on his debut. Surely Murray is offside there. No, he's not. He's holding it in the corner on 87 minutes. And he's lost it, Glenn Murray. Get him in the penalty box. Get him a chance, for goodness sakes. The ball goes loose and forward to Murray, headed away. Messi, come on. Get control of this, somebody. as Quinnia comes right across to Vernier and gives the foul away. Free kick for Boro. 87-42 now. Drop me a sub. Thank you, Jay. If you're watching, please subscribe to the channel. Please come back tomorrow, especially Jay, who looks like a Birmingham fan. We do in Birmingham tomorrow. Wasted. Boro wasted. Long ball all the way through to Ben Foster in the goal for Watford. Right, here comes Phillips, it looks like, for Watford, taking his instructions. Looks like he's been told go into some kind of 3, which will likely be a tight central midfield. But we'll see. Unless he goes back to the original shape that he started the game with 2 wide forwards. McNair back to Bettinelli. 88-26 up now. Someone answer that one. How many past European Cup winners? I think it's just Forest now, isn't it? Jed Spencer's got it. High right wing position here. It goes loose and Tavernier's onto it. And it is a corner to Boro. A corner to Boro. 88-47. 88-47 now. Tavernier is going to take it left-footed. McNair is up. I'm sure, Hall is up already. Fletcher obviously is a threat as well. Jed Spence moving into the middle. McNair, Assombalonga, Fletcher all bunching together. In goes the corner. Oh! 2 arriving at the back post and Foster tipped it away from both of them. If he doesn't touch that one, that's a free header at the back post. Good goalkeeping from 37-year-old Ben Foster. Right, the substitute is going to be Quinnia for Phillips. Quinnia comes on slowly. Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much, sir. Cheers for the super chat. He says to add to the bank balance. What happens with the super chats is YouTube collects the money and pays me monthly. So it is literally my wages at the moment. So thank you so much, Alan. Very, very kind. We've got a throw in. Sorry, I didn't put that up for long enough. Alan, thank you very, very much. Here is Marvin Johnson with Glenn Murray flanking him. Poor cross. Foster catches it. Callum says the stream delay is nowhere as near as bad as it was in the past. We have updated the technology. If you check my YouTube story, you'll see the new setup in here. We've had Sky Satellite wired in here for the watch-alongs. Biggest stadium in the Championship this season would be Sheffield Wednesday, wouldn't it now? With Leeds gone. Let me know if I'm wrong about that in the chat. 90 minutes is up now. 4 minutes of stoppage time. In fact, we're at 90 minutes and 41 seconds in this one. Watford up high on the right wing position. And Gakio, who's had a good game, actually. Ivic looks a little bit fraught. He's going to get 3 points from his first game. This is a manager who is used to winning, let's just say. J17 will be doing Brentford versus Birmingham on Sky tomorrow. And then that is your lot. But we'll be back for the Championship review, 7 p.m. live stream Sunday night. And then it will be Ask Away, the Q&A on Monday night next week, 7 p.m. What else does it say up on my board? We'll see about something on Tuesday night. I'll probably hang with Shaylee on Tuesday night, to be fair. It will be, I'm covering Ipswich on Wednesday night on the Blue Monday channel. And then Championship preview next Thursday. And we'll be covering Coventry and QPR next Friday night. Iain, most expensive stadium has to be Derby's. Well, that was ruled to be accurate valuations. We come up 92 minutes now. The ball not in the place where Neil Warnock wants it. Defensive throw in here, right-hand side for Boro. And it looks like Bettinelli. Oh, no, beg your pardon, free kick here. He's going to boot this one into the centre field. Cavalier has been pulled by Assombalonga. Silly foul. Silly foul by Britt Assombalonga there. Old Sheriff, thank you, Sarah. I think they are Aussie dollars. Thank you very much. 20 of them. Very, very kind. I'll drink to that. Thank you, sir. Very, very kind. Thank you for all the super chats. We've had a few in here. Really, really helps out. And Gaza, thank you. So better value than the legendary Millwall I Follow stream that didn't even switch on until 20 minutes in. So, yeah, thank you, Gaza. Millwall, Stoke tomorrow. Difficult one to start with. I've got Stoke in the playoffs for this season. Obviously, I'll probably be wrong, but there you go. Thank you. Drinking to 2 super chats there. Old Sheriff and Gaza. Thank you to both. 93 minutes. I don't see Boro scoring. Assombalonga is offside. Well played as well. Stephen, thank you so much. Big fan of your hashtags being in the colour of last season's Leeds away kit. There you go. You're welcome. Good work as always. Thank you, Stephen. Very, very kind. Cheers to all you super chat guys. Thank you very, very much. Right, 93-32. This one looks all over, doesn't it? Ben Foster has a defensive free kick here. He is going to boot it all the way into the final third. The header is won by Boro. Glenn Murray picks it up and amazingly wins the free kick. Beautiful, beautiful stuff by Glenn Murray there. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Now we're coming up. We're going to be over the 94 minutes. Cleverly is holding onto the ball. Cleverly by name, cleverly by nature. There, Navarro, who I've barely mentioned actually since he's come on, apart from his lovely eyebrows, is going to take the free kick. And then Stroud is surely going to blow the whistle either, if it goes in the goal or over the top. I think this is it here. No players forward for Watford, so I guess Navarro is just going to shoot, preferably high. Let's see what he does. Navarro steps up right-footed into the wall. Another shot, breaks, and is that it? That is it. Full time here. 1-0 was the final score, so I do not even have to adjust my banner there. Vladimir Ivic gets Watford away to 3 points. Not massively convincing, but it's the Championship. Just win, take the 3 points. Grant Hall losing Craig Cathcart from a 10th minute corner. Cathcart headering in, and Watford keeping the clean sheet. Boro did not play badly in this one. They were only just second best, if they were indeed second best. Let's have a look at the stats and we'll see if the numbers back up what I have just said. If I switch views here, 50-50 on the possession, 11 shots to 10 in Boro's favour, 4 shots to 2 in Boro's favour, 5 shots to 3 on target in Boro's favour, 5 shots blocked in Watford's favour. But I think the stat is that they're blocking the shots. 6 corners each, 2 offsides, 14 fouls to 13, 1 yellow card. Big chances, 1 apiece. I guess, are they calling Assombalonga's header a big chance? I don't know. We'll have to look at the XG metrics on that. Big chances missed, 1 for Boro. I think Warnock will be vaguely happy and vaguely bullish when he speaks about this. 1 counter-attack to 0. 8 shots inside the box to 5 in Boro's favour as well. 3-4-4 to 3-3-1 on the passes. Accurate passes, 219 to 211. Look, this was a very, very tight game, wasn't it? Not much in it at all. Watford obviously go to the top of the league because they're the only team to have played, but nothing so far, to say that Watford are going to blow everybody away. They might, but there's nothing to tell us yet on the basis of that performance. But it's a win. It's 3 points from 1 game from Ivic, so he'll be very, very happy with that. But Boro were in the game, so people have been terrified of Watford's squad. Look, for God's sake, it's the Championship. Anyone can beat anybody. We know that. Let's go to some of your comments before we wrap up this stream. Wasn't the worst game for Boro, just Watford stayed in control. Yeah, and I agree. The key moment went for Watford, didn't it? That big chance. Watford scored the big chance. Boro didn't score their big chance. Although if they're classing Assombalonga's one as a big chance, I'm probably not having that, to be honest, as a big chance. And it was 1-0. Time to retire as a tipster, says Wolf. There we go. Didn't need this at the start of the season. Don't worry. Long, long way to go. Not as good as last year's opener, no, but it would have done well to be as good as that one. Good win for Watford. I won't say it the way you've written that. Well done on the Super Chats. Yeah, thank everybody for the Super Chats. Next up, football-wise, a 2-1 win for Birmingham. Yes, indeed. We will be here tomorrow for Birmingham. Please, if you want to shout out before I go, just write shout out in the chat, and I will give you a shout out there. As I said, 3 live streams coming up over the next 3 days. It will be Birmingham and Brentford tomorrow lunchtime. The full review at 7 p.m. on Sunday night. Then Q&A, ask anything you want on Monday night, and then I'll have a day off on Tuesday. Remember, Dearly Departed, if you're still following Leeds, Sheffield United, Villa, Fulham, West Brom, will be a pre-record on Tuesday at some point. And I will be covering Ipswich on Wednesday. And then we're back all the way around. The preview stream will be on Thursday night. Right, let's do some shout outs for you guys. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, come again. Enjoyed having you. Good win from Watford from a Spurs fan, says Sean. Shout out to Techno Waffle and Sean. Shout out to Katie. Callum, remember how, yeah, we do remember everyone was scared of Stoke, and so they should have been with that squad. Shout out to League One viewers. He's got Paul Lambert in there, dearie me. Jay, and who will be scoring? No striker unless Duke back. I think he will be back, won't he, tomorrow? I think Watford will win the Championship trophy next May. On the basis of what I've seen so far, no, but they will likely improve. There we go. Shout out to Hip. Sean Ewan says, we are top of the league. Indeed you are. Shout out to Fat Guts. Hopefully you're referring to yourself and nobody else there. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jay. Come and join us tomorrow for your team, Birmingham. Cheers, Ben. And various YouTube guest stars. Quality says Ibrahim. And Shaylee as well. Stoke prediction tomorrow. I think that's a low-scoring draw, isn't it? Shout out to Gaza. Shout out to Rick, even though Leeds are in the Premier League. And the Fish, the Guppies behind me. There we go. Old Sheriff. Shout out there from Australia. What's your prediction? Bristol City Car. I think I had a mad Coventry away win in that one. Shout out to Jamie, Big City Bias. There you go. Great watch along, Ben. Thank you for the super chat, Paul. You are a gentleman. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, J17. Big lurker. Lee wants to be in the Championship, really. Who needs Sheffield United, hey? Thanks, Jamie. Henry and Sean. Spires document. Oh, God, I need to do one more episode of that. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That was our first Championship watch-along of the season. It was Watford 1, Middlesbrough 0. Craig Cathcart with the only goal. Vladimir Ivic off to a win. 3 points for Ivic. 3 points for Watford. 0 points for Neil Warnock, which is not something we say too often. I will see you tomorrow for Birmingham versus Brentford. I'll be live at 12:15. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. See you again soon. Over and out.